Hi, I'm Ed Kelley, editor of The Oklahoman. A death penalty case whose roots are in Oklahoma is in front of the U.S. Supreme Court in Washington at a time when the issue appears to be on the wane here and elsewhere. I've been around long enough to remember when a legislator from Tulsa, Bill Wiseman, pushed a bill through the state legislature that created a mix of 3 chemicals designed to execute death row inmates in a more humane way. That was 30 years ago. Since then, 3 dozen states have adopted Oklahoma's execution method. Now, however, 2 killers from Kentucky are challenging the legality of the lethal injection because they contend it violates the Supreme Court's ban on cruel and unusual punishment. Justices hearing oral arguments in the case Monday gave mixed signals on how they might eventually rule. Call me a cynic, but I doubt seriously if the application of the death penalty that Bill Wiseman created will be weighed against the way most victims of death row convicts are murdered. For example, the case brought before the High Court now was brought by 2 killers in Kentucky. One of them shot 2 cops in cold blood. The other blew away 2 young parents and wounded their infant child. I would say, as I'm sure most Oklahomans would, that the way these 4 people lost their lives constituted a lot more cruel and unusual punishment than that of a cocktail mix that is quietly inserted into the arms of a killer. Still, the arguments in Washington now are just part of an overall pattern that slowly is removing the death penalty as part of the criminal justice system in this country. Executions are at their lowest level in a decade. Here in Oklahoma, Attorney General Drew Edmondson ordered a halt to all executions until the current case before the Supreme Court is decided. Such a move years ago would have prompted a howl of protest in our state. The fact that it didn't just shows the public doesn't care much anymore about the ultimate way to exact justice.